Now, this is a rather remarkable treasure. Some poles, just by their the overall quality they have, the amount of time and effort that you can see went into them, their attention to details, and so on. They're nothing like anything that I've ever seen commercially out there. Rather, this is a very carefully designed and carefully laid out, beautifully executed, and old pole. Never seen anything like it before. I've seen lots of mouths like that. I've seen lots of eyes like this. I've seen these forms in many old things. This total effect, not at all, not ever. And so what came to my mind when I was looking at it was that it might have been a record sent with a bride of the rights that she would, the tupati that she would carry to her husband's family so that her children would inherit something. When you have something like this, and the other form of this is what we call a chitsapisim or aitzaksuisim. The painted curtain with the crests of the wife's family was traditionally, when a girl came of age, she would be concealed behind a curtain and brought out from behind it into public at a ceremony we call aitztusa. And this painted screen would be used to conceal her. She comes out from behind it, and then when she's approached in marriage and goes to her husband, she takes those crests that are on that screen, takes those with her, and when she has children, the first girl that comes up, it would be said, you know, you're going to inherit this. So those things moved by women. This seems to me, it's not unlikely that this would have been made to do something like that, to show, to make a physical record of the things that were being transferred. It's certainly beautiful. Well, first of all, the man who executed this knew what he was doing. He was capable. So all of the forms, the form of the mouth is a classic form. You'll see it on very old things. Then we have a bird. We have another bird here, and it's got a real biological albatross's beak sticking out for his beak. He's also got a mouth, so he's kind of humanoid looking. Eyes, eyebrows, and this broad mouth that seems to be wincing, you know. And yet it doesn't really have a nose. It's got this beak in the place of the nose. So I don't know who that is. Some remarkable, maybe some transformational figure, half human, half albatross, or an albatross that became human. One of the most common figures is a half human body. So the body's there from the waist up, and the arm of the human is extended and very often has a representation of what we call a Haa'yuups, which is a ball somewhat like a rugby ball. So it's shaped, tapers out to the ends. It's got kind of blunt ends. And these Haa'yuups were thrown during a girl's coming of age ceremony and during the actual weddings, not proposal parties, but during weddings. They could represent, I would think that was the ball, the guy with the ball. He may have already let it go, so it's up there, his hands open. It might be welcoming people. It might be that she has a right to a song that's about welcoming people. We have welcoming songs. It might be one of 100 things. All of our ceremonial life, all of our ritual life if you boiled it down to one thing, it's in praise of our Haa'yuups, the territories we own. We should not just take for granted in any way, but rather we should love those territories and love everything in it. There's a lot that we should be respectful in every way of all of what's in our Haa'yuups is at the bottom of our belief system. All of that comes to mind when I see this pole.